Welcome back to episode 9 of Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Kong Quest. We're going to move on to the last level of this area, Toxic Tower. This level can be a little tricky. It's essentially the level where you were getting chased by the piranha. Like the last two levels you were chased by the piranha with the water, but the spin on it is the water itself can hurt you, so you don't want to fall into that green sludge. It's going to take more than just like positively charging it to feel good. But you want to drop down here, grab a DK coin, and keep on moving. Like I said, in this, you don't have the luxury in this level to like fall in the water, so you got to be really careful. I reckon I reckon we might be able to finish the game in this next episode, and then if I decide to keep talking about it, but I really don't know. But if I decide to go back for everything, it might be like one or two more episodes after that, but we'll see. I'm sure there's enough, I'm sure there's enough playthroughs out there where everybody got everything. It's okay if there's like a one that doesn't have 100%. I mean, this game's not really that hard to 100%. So it wouldn't be much of a problem. But I'm kind of lazy and I don't know if I want to go back for it. And as much as I love this game, the game I have in mind for the next one, the game I have in mind for the next one is one of my favorite games that I haven't been able to play for a while. It's one of the games that I do play every year, but my copy of it, the battery is dead in it, so I can't save the game. And I've thought about getting the tools to do it and replace like the battery. I'm no, electrical expert or anything like that, but I probably have enough competency to replace the battery in the game. I just need the tools and to watch a YouTube video or two to show me how to do it. It's usually how I go about things, is like I try to do everything myself. And of course I use YouTube University. But it's not like I don't want, in a lot of cases, it's not like I don't want to get like a traditional education. It's just that, like, you gotta have the money to do that and time to do that, and I have the time to do a lot of that. It's just I don't have the money to do it. But I mean, in 2024, unless you're doing something that requires a lot of technical skill and somebody to literally take you by the hand to teach you how to do something, like, you can learn whatever you want to learn. Like, you don't have to go to school for that anymore. The whole thing about college used to be that the reason you paid to go to college is to get access to all the learning material. But now you don't have to do that. Alright. Give me a second. I gotta psych myself up for this. This fight is, like I said, it's really tricky. It might be the rest of this episode. I'm not even kidding. If I'm lucky, I don't have to do multiple episodes on it. So let's get started. Stronghold Showdown. Let's do it. there's Donkey Kong. We're being baited. Why, we already got the Crim coin? What? Yeah, there's no boss fight for this level. You just get to go to the next area. And that's the Flying Croc. And there's one level, and then there's the final boss fight. Watch out for that guy. He'll throw you into the brambles. I'm pretty sure that this TNT barrel actually has like one of the crocs in it. Ow. Make it. There's only one bonus area in this level, or bonus, room in this level, and then the DK coin. Cat o' Nine Tails got me. But yeah. So there's only one bonus room, and the DK coin is in the gimmick of the level, or the gimmick portion of the level. But otherwise, like, this level's not that bad. It requires you to rush through it at some point, but like it's not that bad. Just gotta watch out for these guys, because that's what they do. I haven't demonstrated it yet, but they spin you around and fling you out, fling you over in another direction. And the bonus area is here. And this, like I said, this is the only one, so you don't have to worry about it. Switch to Dixie. Almost took a picture. And then you just kind of like, glide down. It's not too difficult. It is what it is. It's just kind of one of those levels, like I was saying about that level with Squall, is like you just have to go really slow in it. And this isn't Sonic, so it's not like speed is like a major factor in the game, but at the same time, like, you can go really fast in this game, so being slowed down. Okay, so here's the gimmick. We gotta race this guy, and so you just don't want to slam into the brambles, and you don't want to slam into a bee. Like that. I was just demonstrating that. You don't want to do that. That's what you don't want to do. I think this bird's name is Screech. I could be wrong. But luckily, there's a life right here, so as long as you don't, like, die trying to get it, like, you basically have infinite tries. But yeah, so the DK coin, the DK coin is in this maze somewhere. I think it's right here, yeah. So while you're racing this thing, you got to do this. But once you get it, you've got it. So I'm pretty sure he passed me. I'm just going to go ahead and take the hit. I could have probably caught up, but, I've already got the DK coin, so I can just grab this life and do a legit try now. Just gotta try and be like pixel perfect. Try not to slam into the thorns or enemies, which is very easy to do when you're like, in the time limit. And of course this like music is like, hurry up, keep going, go faster. So like it kind of naturally encourages you to rush, Because I'm pretty sure it gets like faster and faster. Oh, like it gets faster and faster in the background. And that's kind of like, you know, he's catching up. He's catching up. Like I said, you've got like unlimited tries as long as you do that. So, and this glorious like horde of lives that I have accumulated is gonna be wiped away the second I'm finished with the final boss. Depending on how much time is on the timer, I may just finish it out. You know, unless I end up having like some trouble and I have to make another episode out of Captain K. Rool, which I don't think I'm gonna do it perfect, but it probably isn't gonna take another episode. If I keep making mistakes like that, it will. But the thing is you have to sit through the credits afterwards, and I don't know how long that is, to be honest. This might end up being a whole episode of its own. You know, gosh, like, because it's already like at 11 minutes. I really don't want it to take another, you know, 9 to 10 minutes to do. But just simply because of the credits, I might end up, even if this episode's a little short, I might end up cutting the episode just for that last, you know, the last fight. And after that, you know, credits I think are like 5 minutes long. That's kind of what I'm trying to factor that in. But hey, I mean, there's a great soundtrack to that the credit sequence. All right, final stretch. Just be calm, be cool, be collected. All right, we did it. We got 2 lives out of that. Hooray! All right, so I'm up to 12 minutes roughly. I think I'm just gonna go for it, and we'll see if it, you know. I always loved this opening because it really shows you just how bad of like a villain he is, because like you actually see him beating up on his enemy, his nemesis. But you know, you gotta try and not get hit when he goes to suck up the cannonball, or, well, he tries to suck you up with his gun. You throw the cannonball in it, and he takes a hit that way. Luckily, this is one of those rare boss fights in this game where you actually get an extra, you know, I think there's 3 phases to it, and you get the ability to get your buddy back, but once you throw the cannonball in the gun, it breaks the barrel. But you do have the opportunity to get your buddy back, so that's really, you know, that's really nice, because like a lot of the times, like in these games, like they don't give you that opportunity to do that. That was really close. I think I'm gonna swap the Dixie for this last one. I think the reason I thought that those kegs in the swamp were toxic was because of, like, in the first game and in this game, the kegs have like oil and stuff written on them. So I think I just kind of like I think I just kind of like assumed that it was toxic waste. Just got to be careful. Alright, let's not blunder. Let's get it in the blunderbuss this time and not blunder it. And this is where it like starts getting a little tricky because you really don't want to touch that stuff. And he starts turning invisible. But he starts to shoot out those different colored clouds. One of them, I think the blue one freezes you in place. One of them slows you down. And then the other reverses your controls. I think purple reverses controls and red slows you down. But he's only got one more hit left. I think. One or two more hits. Yeah, the purple reverse controls. Which is tough because he starts just doing that. But once you get hit, you know. Alright, just one more hit. Got him. Now, try not to get shot. Because you can get killed right there. And we're at 26 Krim coins. That leaves like 11 after I go through one of the areas. So that means I've got 4 in the world somewhere that I didn't get. I don't know at this point in time if I'm gonna like, you know, go through and get the rest of it. I might just, we'll see. I mean, you'll probably know at this point better than I do if like in a few days like another episode gets posted up, but like, you know, I might just wrap it up here because it's like a nice little end to it all, but I might, you know, get everything else. But yeah, I mean, this is it. This is the last, maybe the last episode. But he alludes to the Lost World. The Lost World is the bonus areas, or the bonus levels. Spoiler alert. There, you know, that's technically not the final boss. That's like the second to last boss. You get a rematch with him. But you have to get to the other one. Yeah, so I got enough coins to where we don't even see Link. But you got Sonic's shoes and Earthworm Jim's blaster over there by the trash can. And once again, I don't know why Yoshi was second place. I mean, I played Yoshi's Island and it's really good, but like I don't think Yoshi's Island is out at this time. So the only games I think that had Yoshi in it was the Tetris like Yoshi game and then Tetris Attack Yoshi game maybe, and Super Mario World. But yeah, that's it. Roll credits. This is where you get all the names of all the different enemies. I think it's like really cool that they actually gave all the enemies names. Even though through most of the game you probably don't know them up until this point. But the same thing went for the first game too. Like in the first game, all the enemies had names. But just some really creative designs here for some of these. Some of these are just kind of basically like, you know, the cartoon representation of what they're supposed to represent, but some of them are actually really like cleverly designed. There's Patrick. Watch out for him. Puffed up. It would have been really cool if they like had him puff up halfway through. You got Lockjaw and then Snapjaw. Kremlin, Cutthroats, Clomp. Not to be confused with Clump from the first game. Klinger. Kaboing. His legs are spring-loaded. There's Clamp On. Like he's gonna clamp onto you when he bites you. Clobber. Crook. And I'm going to stop reading the names because, I mean, they're on the screen. This guy was always really cool. I don't know why, like, he kind of creeped me out as a kid, but also fascinated me. These guys. Yeah, I haven't forgotten about that one level. There's Klube. And then they're going to do the bosses. Kroll. He's got to get back to the Satellite of Love. And there's Cudgel. I guess he's like the brother of Klube, maybe. I don't know. Giant Bee. Captain K. Rool. I guess they didn't think that Crow's ghost was worth, like, giving him, like, a, you know, another, like, credit on guard. I like that snake. That snake cracks me up. Got the spider with his tennis shoes on. Seal. Squawks. You know, now that I think about it, does Squall have a credit? Oh, he doesn't. Interesting. There's Swanky. We didn't go to his thing at all. Basically Donkey Kong with a bad wig. So what Swanky does is you go to his area and you pay some money to do some, like, trivia, and you can get like 6 lives if you get all the trivia right. I didn't feel like wasting the time to do it, to be honest. Usually I do, and it doesn't take a lot to get all, like, the lives and to get to 99 and stuff like that if you do it that way. But now that the cast of crew is all done, it's time for, like, the actual credits of everyone who worked on the game. Probably not going to recognize most of these names, to be honest, because I don't really look into a lot of, like, behind the scenes, like, game design stuff. You know, I used to look at a lot of, like, as far as, like, the artistic aspect of it, like character design and stuff. Like Silent Hill 2 and 3 have a really good, like, behind the scenes, like, here are the characters and here are the ideas behind them, and here are the, like, enemies and here are the ideas behind those. But, like, I don't really do a lot of that anymore. If it comes up, I still like looking at that kind of stuff, but, like, I don't go out of my way, is what I'm saying, to do that. And looks like this episode's gonna go a little bit over, but that's okay because it may be the last episode. Oh, like, there's Nintendo Power. And then here are I guess they're the people who are the testers on the game and publishers and different people at Nintendo and everything. Like, this is such a great game. Like, Rareware, all the way up until they were bought by Microsoft, had, like, such a great reputation for putting out, like, really good games. That being said, they weren't all amazing, but like they had a really good track record that like I'd say about like 85-ish% of like the games that they put out around this time, like you were guaranteed to get a good game with it. So they have like a really good reputation. And that's it. That's the end. I believe it stays on this screen until you hit reset. Am I right about that? No, you just have to hit a button. But yeah, we're gonna go in 87%. I'm gonna manually save the game. It was 2 hours 49 minutes. I've got some stuff to get if I decide to go back. But I'm gonna save it in the first area because I know for a fact I didn't save it here and it's gonna be free. But yeah, I mean that pretty much concludes the majority of it, of the playthrough. If I decide to, I'll come back and get the rest of it and do like a bonus episode kind of deal, but we'll see. But I appreciate you watching the series. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.